For so many years now, we have come to find that we have been so wrong about so many different things. What we eat, the way we heal, the way we live. And one of the missing key components to that was harmony. Even with the case of saying that in religion, when they said that it was the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, what was missing was the woman. And just like if a group of children were only raised with their mother, they would lack that balance. Or when children are just raised by the man without that mother's nurturing, they would lack that balance. So we can agree that harmony is very, very important in everyday life. Without the sun, nothing would really have life. But this is how perfect the harmony is. Also, without the water, nothing would have life. The absence of the moon, there would be issues. The absence of heat, the absence of cold. So these things are in harmony. The human body is in harmony, because we wouldn't be able to operate on a daily basis without the harmony. We need both. So when you think of belief systems, if it lacks the male component or if it lacks the female component, you're not receiving harmony. Even in the animal kingdom, there's a matriarch system and there's a patriarch system. In the elephants specifically, it's a matriarch system. Of course, with the lions, it's a patriarch system. But it's still a balance of harmony, depending on how it applies. It's not a man's world. It's not a woman's world. You know, the rise in femininity can cause an imbalance in man. The rise in masculinity has caused an imbalance in women. So we have to understand the balance and alignment is what's key. Because if not, there continue to be gender confusion. People will not understand why they have their anatomy, because they'll get caught up in their own thoughts of indoctrination, leaning on their own misunderstanding, when the simplicity is in the harmony, the duality of nature. Everything is in perfect balance, because if it wasn't, there would be repercussions and inadequacies, like it is. Following the directions that are not of a natural course, running in a natural way of things. And of course, nature is the source of what's natural. Synthetic, you know. Fake eyes will eventually have an expiration date. Fake hair has an expiration date. Fake body parts eventually have an expiration date, because nothing synthetic or artificial has a long term or any success in any kind of operation. So the understanding of things and understanding what you can apply to yourself. We have teeth and only 4 canines. So therefore we know that we are really not meant to be carnivores, but yet we eat like carnivores. So of course, there's no balance in that. And because of that inadequacy in our diet, a lot of us have short lifespans in life. Because nothing that eats outside of its natural habitat or anything that's not eating in its natural state shortens its lifespan. So we have to look at things with balance and harmony. It's not about just man or about woman, but the manifestation of God comes through man and woman. It's the only way to find God. It has to be that balance. That's why there's both genders in every species. There's the female and there's the male. It's not a male's world. It's not a woman's world. It's the harmony of both that make things exist. We've always been. You know, I'm thinking of the sea turtle and how the male is really not around, but the female lays those eggs. And after she lays those eggs, she's diligent. She lays the eggs, bears them. And when they hatch, they're on their own. And honestly, very few that hatch even make it to the ocean or even make it past the first few weeks in the ocean because all of the predators kill them. But those that do make it, because of the harmony of nature, sea turtles are known to live up to 200, sometimes 300 years. And there's harmony in that, the balance of that. A very horrific beginning, but it's almost a paradise when it reaches its grace period. So let's try to understand that. Because if you're not receiving the truth, you're only enjoying the circus. Ancient Nine Mystery School, Saint Germain.